We pump those profits back into the profit cycle to generate even more profits. And I know what you're going to say. Profits? Yes, Stan. You're soaking in them.
Hey everybody, how's it going? It's your boy ExtrmWill, Extreme Tech. We're going to take a look at salad real quick, kind of like how I was affected from the hurricane, what it's looking like now. I can kind of say on a side note, I got to watch the news for a little bit. It looked like Atlanta got just wrecked. So Atlanta and Jacksonville, I think, are the two areas that we might have to cover for. So I may not do a video for the next several days. We'll see how many hours we wind up getting at work. But there's a real good chance that, yeah, I'm going to have to put some real hours in the next several days. So probably not going to have a lot of time to make a YouTube video, but we'll see. I don't know exactly where the other plant is up there in Atlanta, so we'll see. But from what I saw from the news, I'm assuming work's going to be like, yeah, get ready to live in the parking lot for the next for the next week or several days. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. If I get out early, I'll try to make another video, but because showing this recovery from this, I think, will definitely be kind of interesting to look at. We can see here, I think I lost about 10 hours for the power. Mostly this was, I don't know when the power actually came on. We probably only lost power for like an hour or two, but it had to wait till I got home from work to be able to turn everything back on. And if I lose power in a scenario like that, normally what I'll do, while the storm is still active, I'll normally I'll turn the breaker off, and then I won't even try turning anything back on until after the storm's over. So I mean, with me being at work anyways, this is pretty much how it would have gone. I might have got everything back on at like midnight, maybe, if I was here. You know, if it looked like everything was done by midnight. So yeah, so we can see I lost about 10 hours, and then we've got about 8.5 hours right now of uptime. So it's not looking like it's doing too bad. So the first one, I guess I'm not saying include the first one. Maybe we'll include well, I guess we can go from after that. So like 16 cents per 15-minute block to, looks like I'm already up to about 30 cents per 15-minute block, which I think 30 cents per 15-minute block was where I was at before I lost power. We look right here. Yeah, like even before we lost power, I had block was like 25 cents. So looks like it's actually doing pretty decent. I mean, this time yesterday, though, I guess I was at 47 cents per 15-minute block. So it'll be interesting to see this all coming back. If we look at the 7 days really quickly, oh, this looks depressing. So it's $48 for some weird reason. Almost a week ago, that was definitely one of the better days I've had recently. $43, $42, 43 and a half. $36. I think that $36 was, I think that was normal. I think that was just what it was. I think I just had that much work fall off. So I think it was $36 before we lost power. And lost power, so it was $26 for yesterday with missing 10 hours. So, and then I believe on this, I should be missing about 2 hours, and then with all the whole reboot. So we go back to the last like 30 days. Definitely see there's definitely some pretty good things in here. I think right here I had a power blip like 2 days in a row. It wasn't a full outage. The power just flickered, you know. Like I think I was home the one day and didn't even notice the power flickering while I was here. But, you know, it flickered enough, whereas it was off just long enough where I think I lost 5 machines here and 10 machines here. And then this one is going to be, this was everything. This was outage for a while. So, alright, so 29 machines. 220 cores, 116 core, a whole bunch of 12 cores, the Brandon coin combo kits, 12 core Ryzen PC, 4 8 cores, 5 6 cores, and 3 4 core PCs. So let's get into it. This first one, this is 20 core, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4090 is calculating. From what I saw from this first group, all my WSL files all just corrected themselves. I haven't had to reset anything yet. They all look like they're all up to date already, so it's a good thing I didn't go through and start deleting everything yesterday and playing around with it. It all worked out. It's fine. WSL files all look like they're all up to date. So now we get into the next set, then will be interesting to see. Also, on all of them except for the very first one, I have a notification because I'm a star chef. Yeah, I know I'm a star chef, so I don't know why they're not showing me the star chef on here. A little disappointing, I guess, because I don't do the bandwidth sharing. But that's what the red notification is. I'm not going to read that notification on all of them because I already know what it is. So this next one's is 20 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4070 Ti. This one's also calculating. This next one, AMD Threadripper, 1950X, 16 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3090. This one's doing $1.88. So that's a low. Ah, shoot! I didn't mean to close it out. That's a low priority job. So we come in here. This is 12 cores. 96 gigabytes, RTX 4090, $3.89. Let me take a look at this real quick and see. I want to bring up that new pay scale. So it should be in here, probably at the bottom. We'll bring this in here real quick. Let's see, the RTX 4090. So I'm going to guess this is a... Where are we at without closing stuff out here on accident? This is going to be the medium tier priority. $3.86. So if we go to the next one, 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4090. This one's like $5. $5 high priority? I want to say this is probably a high priority, that they're just they're probably just not paying for all of the memory and all the cores, but I'm pretty sure that's a high priority with the new one on $5. I'm not fully sure with the 4090s though, because I haven't done a lot of the new 4090 jobs yet. I have the 3 of them, but 2 of my 4090s were running old jobs. Clearly they're not running them anymore, so we'll see. I heard that they had rented out all of the 4090s that they have. I don't know where Salad is based out of. I don't know if the hurricane set them back. I don't know if the hurricane set all their customers back. There's supposed to be a bunch of 4090 jobs in there. I did pick up 2 of them pretty fast though, so that's good, I guess. That first one hasn't picked up a job in a while, though. So let's go to the next one. 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4070. This one's calculating. Next one, 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4060 Ti. All my 4060 Ti's are the 16 gigabyte cards. All of my RTX 3080s are the 10 gigabyte cards. And all of my RTX 3060s are the 12 gigabyte cards. So this one is calculating. Let's see this next one here. 12 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3090. It's doing $2.62. So this is the medium priority job. Let's see, it's 12 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3090, doing $1.88. So this is the low priority. 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 4070 Ti. This one is calculating. 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 3090. This one's like $1.88, so this is the low priority. 12 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3080 is calculating. 12 cores, 96 gigabytes, RTX 3090 is throwing $1.88, so this is the low priority. 12 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 4060 Ti is calculating. 12 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 4060 Ti is throwing $4.11, so this should be a high priority job. 12 cores, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3060. This one is calculating. Let's see, this is my Ryzen 9, 12 core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070 Ti is calculating. So Chrome Remote Desktop will only let me have 20 machines open at a time. 20 pages open at a time. So i7, I did not look at all these, so I do need to double check the WSL on all these, because here we're going to get into, these are a lot older machines. All of those server motherboards are all things I built real recently. My Threadripper is pretty old, because I bought that like a couple weeks, I think, after the Threadripper came out. And then that other PC in there that we just showed, I just built that PC, so those ones are brand new. These other ones, these are pretty much all from the last bull run, except for one of them I have is like 10 years old. But most of these are from the last bull run they were all made. So they're still like 3-4 years old. They've been abused, so some of them are a little bit more finicky. So this one's an i7, 32 gigabytes, RTX 3060 Ti. WSL file is up to date. So this one's calculating. So with this, I normally, I keep it up. I actually have a shortcut made for it to make it easier for me to find them. I don't want to minimize it, no. I have the shortcut right there to make it easier to bring them up. I normally only worry about it if it's like outside of like 48 hours. I did notice Brandon Cohen was talking about it. If you let it go a long time and it gets stuck, like the size here can get all messed up and you can eat up all your room, all your storage. So I think you run into issues that if you're using like a 0.5 terabyte or smaller, it can have a problem trying to clear it out. So I think with having the 1 terabyte, I never have an issue of stuff getting jammed up in here, but I do check to make sure that it is currently working, because if it gets more than like 2 days old, you're not necessarily going to pick up a job. It's showing you something is wrong. So at 48 hours, I tend to like to, if I see it's stuck, to delete it and redo it. I have a video on how to do it, but I haven't needed to do it yet. So this one's well, from yesterday. Normally, like when you lose power, it's one of those things where they can get stuck sometimes. You lose power or internet, and I lost power and internet, so this is Intel i7, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3060. WSL file looks like it's good. I think because I lost internet and power, that may be part of the reason why none of them look like they're stuck so far, or it could just be like all the better machines. Clearly, it's not getting stuck on. Alright, the next one, i7, 8-core, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070 is calculating. WSL file is good. Ryzen 7, 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070, WSL file is good. 10 cents. Alright. Alright, so let's bring up the 6 cores. And the 4 cores. Some of these I did wind up having some issues with. Ooh. So this one looks like it's stuck. What's the problem with this one when I tried turning it on? I don't know what the problem was with this one. This one didn't want to turn on yesterday, though, so we are going to try to fix this real quickly here. We're going to pause until idle. That should be long enough. Quit salad. Delete file. This is very important. You do it from the program data, not from the program file. Program data is hidden, so you have to manually type it in. If you delete the program file, you're not doing anything. You have to make sure you delete the program data. Salad WSL. I got a video on it, but we're gonna do it right now anyways. And then let's make sure I shut off the wrong one. Restarts. Alright, we'll work on the rest of these here real quickly. So we have a i5 64GB RTX 3060. WSL file is up to date. And it's like $2.10. Nice. So I believe this is a medium priority. So that's pretty good. It's making a little bit more. Gotta like that. Here is a Ryzen 5 64GB RTX 3070 Ti. WSL file is good. Oh, but this is not good. Alright. So on this one then, we are going to update the NVIDIA driver. GeoForce 3070 Ti. And I'm just going to take whatever the newest one is. Pretty much just want to get this started and then we'll switch to the next screen. I want to make sure it's actually downloading first. Don't think this one had a problem yesterday, so I'm a little surprised. I'm updating the driver mostly because I have no clue what drivers are even on any of these. I don't know if the driver's even for the right card or anything. Because I swap cards around way too much. So, alright. So we'll go to the next one then. i5, 6 cores, 32GB, RTX 3070. Let's see, WSL files up to date. This is calculating. Ryzen 5, 64GB, RTX 3060 Ti. WSL files up to date, and it is calculating. I'm Star Chef. Yay. So this is my favorite machine. This one's 10 years old. It's i7. It's running 16GB of DDR3. RTX 3060. Calculating. I do know this one was running before I lost power when I checked, but it's not running now, so boo. Oh, the WSL file on this one is stuck. Alright, so let's pause until idle. Close it out. If I wasn't recording this, I would probably wait a lot longer because I am recording, I'm just trying to go as fast as I can. Delete that. Start, shut down. Restarts. Alright, i3 64 gigabytes, RTX 3070, WSL files up to date. Calculating. The most reliable machine that I have, i3 32 gigabytes, RTX 3080, WSL files up to date. This one was doing a high priority job before. Oh, it's calculating. I want to say this was making like $3.48. It had been doing that for like 3 days, I want to say. So that was kind of crazy to see this one on a high priority. Alright, let's come back into this then. So this was X1. So here I don't want to close anything out yet because everything's in order. I can tell which machines I reset. Make it easier for me to figure this all out. Alright, so turn Salad back on. We'll open that back up. And we will open Task Manager back up. Performance. And we'll close that thing out. Alright, so I see the WSL file is automatically updated. And we'll tell Salad to get back to chopping, and everything looks good. See, this one was good. This is the medium priority job. This one right here. Okay, let's make sure that we pause until idle. Quit Salad. Shut all this other stuff down. And then we will restart. So I need to come back to X3 here in a second. Alright, this one's running good. This one's running good. This one is Z1. Come on. I may have to go out in the garage and take a look at that one and see what it's doing. That one may have it may have gone back into the BIOS. So I may have to take a look at that one up there. I was trying to take one more look at this one real quickly. Alright. Let's close everything out. I'm going to have to go out in the garage and take a look at it. Because it's probably stuck in the BIOS screen. Because it lost power yesterday. It's probably saying it wasn't reset correctly or whatever. So, I have to go out there and take a look at it. So, definitely looks like everything's on the rebound. It's coming back. If I get out of work early enough tonight or tomorrow, I may try to do another video. If not, I'm just getting slammed at work ridiculously. So it'll be good though, because for the most part, I feel like I've been working part-time. So I mean, to actually get some hours at work will be nice. So yeah, that's it. That's all the machines. So looks like it's all going pretty good. I gotta go out in the garage and take a look at that one. So if you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe, come on back. If I come up with some other weird content to make, I'll make some other weird content, or I'll do another update video when I get around to it. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.